language and just need to memorize it all, and it's just a strange exception and just need to move on. So remember that natives often break the rules. Your goal is to deliver a message, not speak perfect English, the right grammar and vocabularies, right? Like most of the time it happens that even native English list of all the hobbies and interests that motivate and stimulate you in your daily life, right? Now think of ways to connect each of these with English. For example, if you love tennis and read about this sport in your native language each week, stop doing this and start reading in English. So did you get what does it mean? Like English is never boring. English जो कभी boring नहीं है. If you study, अगर आप इसको पढ़ते हो इसके material के साथ उसके relevant, so it is quite interesting for you. all about for those who are keenly interested in that, right? So choose to use English wherever possible. You will face many situations in which you have a choice of either using English or your native languages. If you choose to let your mother tongue dominate, your fluency in English will suffer as a result. Step outside your comfort zone and use your English whenever you have the opportunity. Even if you do not speak perfect English, everyone will appreciate your effort and you will improve with time. So you no need to think that where you are and whether you are making mistakes or not. You start speaking, definitely other person will start appreciating you because it's your starting, so you can make mistake. It does not matter if you will keep this thing in your mind that if I'll speak and someone will start insulting you and it will start making fun of you, you just keep these things removed from your mind, because days are life, these things are common in our life. So just remove such things in your mind, remove such negativity from your mind, and just keep yourself positive. So surround yourself in English. Create the perfect English learning environment. Listen to things in English, watch things in English, read things in English, because it works. Doing things in English will help you reach fluency faster. What surround yourself in English means, like you're gathering, most of us are here who learn grammar perfectly, who knows vocabulary perfectly, who knows all the idioms, who knows all the phrases, but the thing is we cannot speak perfectly. Why? Just because of the gathering. You know what? Gathering matters a lot. Like our surroundings matter a lot. If we do not gather our friends for speaking purpose, so we cannot get ourselves fluent. Remember this thing. Listen to things in English, whatever you are listening, listening song or listening foreigners. So listen things in English, read things in English, reading news, read English newspaper in English. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? Like learn and study phrases that like when that हम जो है बोलते हैं इंग्लिश, राइट, हम इंग्लिश बोलते हैं, हम सिंपल इंग्लिश बोलते हैं, but if we study phrases, if we learn some interesting vocabularies, if we speak with all of these things, if we speak with these phrases and with these vocabularies, so definitely we will speak just like foreigners. If we want to speak like our native speakers, so we need to focus on it. We need to learn and memorizing these phrases and idioms that could make our speaking more attractive. Moving on to the next, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is a very important point of all of this complete 17 point. This is quite important point. You know what happens with us most of the time? Many of us are here who knows English better, who knows English best, who knows English much. But what is the problem with that? With them, what is the most problem with them? They are afraid to make mistakes. They are afraid while speaking. They do not have confidence while speaking. They do not have confidence when they speak. So as I said you before, that avoid making mistakes. Like, not avoid making mistakes, just ignore it that you are making mistakes or you are doing things. Just stop focusing on it. You just need to focus on speaking. In a start, you just need to focus on speaking, and then later you will remove your mistakes gradually. Don't let the fear of saying something wrong. The more you speak, the easier it gets, and the faster the right words will come to your mind, right? So don't just fear it all. The more you speak, जितना आप बोलोगे, the easier it gets. इतना ही आप fluent होगे, and the faster the right words will come to your mind. Find study partners. You don't need native speakers to practice your English. Definitely, we cannot find any native speakers for practicing. Find a study partner or from an English club and meet regularly to speak English. You can motivate each other and you will learn by helping others with their problems. Like, if you find our partner, then that partner will be same like us. He or she will speak same like us. So it does not matter that what you are speaking. You just speak, find a partner and speak with them. Don't find a native speakers, because with them you will feel yourself uncomfortable. You find native speakers, but when you become a good speaker, have fun. Learning a language does take work, but you'll be more likely to stick to it if you are enjoying yourself. You know what? Sometimes learning is a fun. If we are interested in something, then that thing becomes fun, right? We should not take it as a burden on our head. We should not think that it's quite a burden and we just need to learn. You just need to keep yourself under tension. You do not need to do that. You just need to enjoy yourself, right? Play games, do crossword puzzles, sing songs, read comics, and don't worry too much about making mistakes. Making mistakes is often the way to learn best. Avoid using textbooks and materials that you find boring. Motivation is vital when studying a language. Many learners fail to develop a love of English at school because they find the lessons and textbooks boring. Sometimes it happens when we study our textbooks, our school books, or our college books. If we just read those books, so we find them boring. So what we need to do is, don't make this mistake again. Try using a wide variety of different materials and see what works best for you. What we can do is, we can find some interesting books for us. We can find some story books, or we can find some novels in which we are interested in. So whatever we are reading, whether it is novel, whether it is a story book, or whether it is comics, whether it is poem, whatever, just read them all in English, and you should be interested in all of them. So avoid reading textbooks if you are not interested in that. Okay. Any of that vocabulary, how can we speak? Can we speak without any vocabularies? Can we speak? No, we cannot speak at all without the vocabularies, because whatever we speak, as we make sentences while speaking, so this sentence come with the vocabulary. Like in our each sentence, there is these sentences are being added by the vocabularies, right? So remember this thing, just need to work on the vocabularies at any cost. One of the biggest problem learners face when speaking English is that they lack the words to express what they wish to say, or cannot construct sentences quickly enough to hold a fluent conversation. Like when we know, जब हमें पता हो कि what क्या हमें बोलना क्या है, but जब हमारे पास vocabularies ही ना हो, बस कोई word ही ना हो कि हमने क्या express करना है, so there we get stuck. There what we do, we get stuck and we cannot speak further. So for that we need to speak. So for that we need to learn vocabularies first. And what is the procedure to learn vocabularies? मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि vocabularies को याद करने का तरीका क्या है. How can we learn them all perfectly? We can just keep at least 10 words on daily basis. हम जो है कोई भी 10 words daily basis के रख लें कि 10 आज याद करने, then the 10 will be in the next day, then 10 for the day after tomorrow. Then in this way हम जो है अपने सारे vocabularies अच्छी तरीके से याद कर सकते हैं, and then we can keep ourselves more fluent in English. So the next is tongue twisters. Tongue twister is quite tricky and quite interesting for speaking. How? Do you know what is a tongue twisters? Tongue twisters are practiced with tricky sayings like this. If we say the same thing, if we say the different thing, but with the same tone, that is called tongue twisters. How? The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout the Thursday. If you do the practice, if you do these tongue twisters practice, then you can make your English like a water. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. If a dog chooses shoes, whose shoes does it choose? I thought I thought thinking of thanking you. I've got a date at 7:45. I'll see you at the gate, so don't be late. What? These all are the tongue twister. If you know any of those tongue twisters, अगर आपको के और भी tongue twisters के बारे में पता है, so please do comment me. Stay happy, stay positive.